Hello, Christina of Red Soul. Thanks for tuning in. I just come across this story from Bill Maher about how he disagrees, far leftist, disagrees with the Black National Anthem, or so-called Black National Anthem. Now, when I was growing up, we called it Lift Every Voice and Sing. Originally a poem built by a guy named James Weldon Johnson, I believe his name was, and it'll come across when I read the story. And then it became a song in the 1920s. I think it's as old as like the 1870s or whatever, probably like a shy decade after slavery was abolished. So, here's the article. Bill Maher hits NFL over Black National Anthem performance. We shall have one national anthem. Now, despite of the number of black women he slept with, he was the type that thought he can get away with a lot of things racially, charged. Like, for example, calling himself an HN, house Negro, but he actually said the N-word. Thought he can get away with things like that. And then he later apologized to some bottom shelf rappers. So here's the thing. Here's the story. HBO Real-Time host Bill Maher slammed the National Football League, during his show Friday night, saying in response to an Alicia Keys performance shown before kickoff Thursday, and that the league shouldn't be playing the song known as the Black National Anthem during the events. I saw last night on a football game, Alicia Keys sang Lift Every Voice and Sing, which now I hear is called the Black National Anthem. Now, maybe we should get rid of our national anthem. Never. I love the Star Spangled Banner. And, a lot of black people will be angry at me because I actually love this country. I remember I said this years ago. I was at a brewery in Boston, and it was around the 4th of July weekend, and they were giving honor to different birthdays. And I mentioned the birthday of our country. It may have we're 244 years now, but I think it was like maybe late 230 years or so. And the blacks didn't clap when I said that, but the white people were saying USA, USA. So it was just in time to honor our country. I think, story continues. When you go down a road where you're having two different national anthems, colleges sometimes now many of them have different graduation ceremonies. Black people have initiated this. First they wanted to integrate, now they want to segregate again and tell white schools what to do. This is what I mean. Segregation. Telling people what to do in a place you did not build. You've invertly the idea we're going back to that under a different name. The words Lift Every Voice and Sing are a poem, as I said, by James Weldon Johnson. It was later crafted into a song in about the 1920s and adopted by the NAACP as the Negro National Anthem. Within 20 years, it was being sung over the South and in some other parts of the country, wrote Mr. Johnson of the song in 1935. Today, the song popularly known as the Negro National Anthem is quite generally used on the lines of the song replayed in allegation. Okay, and then they have some quotes here to, close it. And said during the show Friday, Maher acknowledged that he was being hit by the political left, as he is himself, and that he's doing so because they've embarrassed me, he said. That's what I'm not. I'm going after the left. Well, they love you too, buddy. Alright. I just love it when Eric gets it. You know, like the Candace Owens and the Kim Klacik thing. You know, I just love them when they go after each other and after they're on themselves. But, now my podcast was a little longer than this video that I'm telling you. But it is what it is. I just happened to come across this story. I just had to share it. I had to sing this song when I was a kid based on a grade. And again, it was called Lift Every Voice and Sing. It wasn't called some Black National Anthem. Okay. When I was growing up, we pledged allegiance to the flag. I don't remember the Star Spangled Banner, but we did have to put our hands over our heart and sing the, you know. And when my grandparents were growing up, despite it being under the Jim Crow laws, they had to, I think it was the Lord's Prayer, My Country 'Tis of Thee, and Pledge of Allegiance. So, this country has changed tremendously of what we think is wrong or right. But, I'd love to hear your comments. It seems like most of you are listening to me and you come across an interesting video like this one. My biggest viewers were the Megyn Kelly story. This is Christina, a Red Soul. Thanks for listening once again. Pray for our nation and the persecuted church. Bye now.